Guillermo del Toro finally gets to make his passion project. Is Frankenstein worth the wait? What's going on, everybody? Tom Chattelbash here, and if you love movies and TV like I do, then rest assured you are in the right place. So without further ado, it's time to review Guillermo del Toro's adaptation of Frankenstein, his long gestating passion project. Netflix is finally bringing it to life here. Is it worth your time? Now, I don't think I need to remind you of the story of Frankenstein. I think we've all come to know and love this tale of Victor Frankenstein and the monster that he is able to create by playing God and trying to cheat death, and this story that is drenched in love, forgiveness, grief, trauma. It's just, there's so much going on here, and a story that's been done this many times, there's still new angles to tackle it from. There's still new perspectives to give it. And I was so interested to see what Guillermo del Toro could do with this source material, because he's long been talking about wanting to make his own Frankenstein film. That, you know, it's been a big passion project of his. So to see this come to the big screen, I actually got to see it in a theater, thankfully. It was a real treat. Now, I'm going to say something at the start of this review that might seem like hyperbole, but in my mind, it doesn't really feel like that, because yes, there have been a ton of Frankenstein adaptations. There have been a ton of great ones, good ones, okay ones, terrible ones. But I think Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein is like the quintessential Frankenstein adaptation, the one that I think does the most and the best with Mary Shelley's source material. There is so much to love about this movie. I mean, I had a huge smile on my face leaving the theater here, and I'm so happy that Del Toro was able to make this film, and with the budget that he had here. He had that Netflix money, you know, where he really got to give it the production value, the oomph that he really wanted to give it, and I'm so thankful for that. I think audiences and fans of the source material are going to feel very thankful for that. Oscar Isaac as Victor Frankenstein, just pure perfection. I mean, look, we've seen the mad scientist role played to death. We've seen so many actors portray Victor Frankenstein, but I feel like they've never really been given the kind of material that Isaac is given here, where I feel like we get to know Victor so much more in this adaptation, where we get to see his upbringing, we get to see all the events and the trauma and the grief and the anger that led to the creation of his monster and why he does it. And I feel like he's never felt more human, for better and much worse, than he does here. And Isaac absolutely nails that journey. He's so good in this role. Yes, he nails all the mad scientist, narcissistic, prideful characteristics of Victor, but also there's this deep sadness and anguish and melancholy to Victor that makes him still an empathetic character, makes him someone you want to, I don't know, become emotionally invested in. And I think Isaac really adds some new layers to this character, and I loved him in this movie. He's so damn good. But 100% this movie belongs to Jacob Elordi as Frankenstein's monster. I have never seen him give a performance like this before. I've always thought he was a solid actor, maybe not a spectacular one, but this is 100% the best performance he's ever given. He is unbelievably good as Frankenstein's monster. I mean, the physicality, the mannerisms, his way of speaking, it all feels so meticulous, very thoughtful, and it all works wonders for this character. I mean, you feel for this monster from the second he comes to life. You feel for him. And that is due in large part to Elordi's performance, which is just mesmerizing. He is captivating throughout. I mean, every time he is on screen, you can't take your eyes off of him. He's physically intimidating and just terrifying when he gets angry, and he's in these really intense action sequences where he's just making people look like they're featherweights. But there's this incredible heart to the character where you really see this monstrous humanity of him wanting to learn more about life, connect with people, love people, experience the world for all the wonders that it has, despite all the darkness that's within it. I mean, Elordi just crushes it. He's so damn good. And then you have Del Toro's overall visual aesthetic and just overall vision for this film, and it's just beautiful. This is an absolutely jaw-droppingly gorgeous film. I mean, from the production design to the makeup to the cinematography to the colors, it's just all so richly detailed and lush and just so unbelievably enveloping. I mean, from the second that this film starts, I just felt so immersed in this world and I didn't want to leave it. I mean, there's just one thing about the Toro movies that is just unmistakable. It's just how good they look and how well realized these worlds feel. I mean, just everything always feels so tactile and so vivid that you just can't help but fall in love with the worlds that he creates. And this movie's absolutely no exception. This is one of the most gorgeous films he's ever made. And I also love what he does with the story here. I feel like he just fleshes it out so much more. He takes more inspiration from the source material that I feel like other adaptations haven't. This is a much different adaptation than other Frankenstein adaptations we've gotten before, and I think it's going to be a lot different than people are expecting going into it, but I think that's a good thing. Because this film is separated into two parts where you have Victor's story and you have his monster's story, and both are equally compelling and both do wonders in fleshing out those respective characters and the story that they share, and also the stories that they create for themselves on their own personal journeys. But I really appreciated the fact that he took the time, the necessary time, to flesh out both of these characters, to become emotionally rooted in their stories, so that when they have their inevitable confrontation, that it feels so emotionally visceral. And that's what happens here, where that payoff is so good and so heartbreaking, but ultimately bittersweet, that it works so well. And that's because he takes his time telling the story, and telling the story right. I mean, this is just a beautifully realized adaptation with winning performances, really strong writing, incredible direction from Del Toro, amazing cinematography, set design, costumes, makeup, you name it, just across the board, everything is top tier. I mean, genuinely, the only minor issue I have with this movie is that, yes, it's 2.5 hours, and there are times where you do feel its length. And I don't know if I'm just alone in this, but I always feel like movies that are separated into different chapters or parts just like inescapably just feel longer. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So in the end, I'm going to give Frankenstein 4.5 out of 5 stars. In my opinion, this is my favorite Frankenstein adaptation. I think if you're a fan of that novel or just a fan of this story in general, you need to see this movie. And if it's playing at a theater near you, 100% seek it out. See it on the big screen. It yearns to be seen on the big screen. I'm so happy I got to do that. But if you can't make it out, if you don't have it playing near you, it does hit Netflix on November 7th, so only a couple weeks away. But check this movie out. It's so damn good, and it's a Frankenstein film that is as thrilling as it is heartbreaking, as it is bittersweet, as it is hopeful, and that's what you want from a Frankenstein movie. And that's what I got, and that's why I'm so happy with this movie. So that's my take on Frankenstein. Let me know what you think of the movie when you get a chance to check it out, whether you checked it out in theaters or if you stream it on Netflix. Let me know down below what you thought of the movie, or let me know if you're excited for it. Definitely curious to hear your thoughts. And until next time, everybody, I'm Tom Chattelbash, YouTube's most reliable movie critic.